So recently I got my bell rung and I can't fucking see out of this. What the hell's the point of like
Just my Terminator glasses for comedic effect. Like, I'll be back. I'll be back. Get to the chopper. That's all this is for. Just to bring the toy back to the carpet. God, take it back!
You never said that with the anyway. I'm gonna give you exactly what I did in terms of supplementation, and I thought I'd share it all with you because I was never given anything like this for any of the concussions that I had. In particular with my last year of junior hockey, which is what made me miss the first 2 months of the season. There was a blindside hit from my own teammate in practice, and then I was out for the 2 months going to see your standard doctors for your rehab care, and I don't remember what they did with me. Not because I was concussed, but because I actually don't fucking remember. Not because I was concussed, but probably because the protocol was so bad that I didn't give a shit about it. So you got that factor, and on top of that, I was taking drugs that were looking like they're not good for you, like ibuprofen. So here's the basics of the supplements that you're gonna need. Alpha GBC, at least 1 gram every morning. 1 gram breakfast of acetyl L-carnitine. Need 1 gram at lunch, but you don't wanna take it after 4 p.m. Omega-3 fatty acids with a high concentration of DHA, whatever. It just says DHA on it. Make sure that the DHA is higher than the EPA, and you want 9 to 12 grams spread out across every meal, and you can take that throughout the day. 5 grams of creatine. I have upped it to 10 grams, and I have not seen a problem, although anywhere between 5 and 10 seems to be okay. If you need to, you can use sunglasses or anything that blocks out the eyes, as long as you can see. Right now, I can't see, but when I do something like this, I can actually start to see better. Yeah, I don't have sunglasses. In my most recent case, because of how mild it was, I didn't need those. If you're going to work out, do it very lightly. I'm also deliberately training my neck. I have found that for some of my headaches, not all of them, direct neck training has actually been able to help alleviate it. It's not a cure for if you have one already. It is a preventer for getting one down the road. Because the stronger everything is here, if you're in a contact sport, then you're gonna have more stability. This is gonna take more of the brunt as opposed to up here and inside here taking the brunt. Someone's gonna meme that and try to make me look like an idiot. Okay, concussions. They're gonna happen with every contact sport that you participate in, so we have to talk about it for hockey. My last hit specifically, when we got this, myself and the opponent were going one way, the play was going up the ice. It's actually very similar to the Crosby hit, although it wasn't as serious as like what it was to Sid. And so what happened there is we were both looking up at the play. We didn't see each other. We got we both hit each other. I fell down and I couldn't remember which direction I got hit in, which was an immediate warning sign that I was like, uh-oh. I got back to the bench. It felt okay, but later that day, after having a little influx of carbs with a pizza celebration afterwards, but that's besides the point. Actually, that doesn't really help, I don't think. But that's what happens there, and I realized, like, okay, what am I getting this headache from? Oh yeah, I got hit in the head. So it lingered on for another day, and I was like, maybe I should go work on this and take a break, but I'm gonna do a workout and then go to my next game after that, which I don't know if that was smart or not, but I did it anyway. Luckily, no problems during the game or even during the workout, although I noticed a headache during the workout, so I was like, I'm not gonna push as far as I would like to or have done before. So that's what we did there. And then I immediately started the protocol and referred back to this. My friend Ben Clarefield prescribed exactly this protocol. This is a classic one for all things head trauma and everything of that nature. So concussions kind of fit into that category. Although I do think this is going to help out some health cases, but please talk to a doctor first before you go any deeper into actually putting these into your body and going through with it. The only reason that I'm putting these out is because people just say to just take goddamn like Advil and Tylenol, and they don't tell you to go talk to your doctor before taking them when they probably should, because that is okay, bleep that out, but that is stupid to say that it's like, oh, you could just, why don't you just take Advil and Tylenol, inject the ibuprofen to your veins, and then say, then when I come around and say like, yeah, take these supplements, which are much safer for your body. It's just a fish oil. It's a neurotransmitter for your brain. And then what's the other thing? Everything improves brain function. It's probably not going to kill you even if you overdose on them. Why can I say that that's like the case and yet be worried about legal trouble? The is that all about? So why talk to your doctor before going into this? But I'm just saying it's hypocritical to say go consume Advil and Tylenol, and then if I put out something like this, that it's like whoa, we're sounding alarms. It's like he's killing all of us. Like it's the same thing that you're doing. And anyway, don't. Advil and ibuprofen, whatnot, there's conflicting studies on it now. 10 years ago, there wasn't as many of these conflicting studies because science, by definition, is constantly evolving and constantly adapting on itself. So studies that were proven like maybe 10, 20 years ago have been disproven today. And like that's just the normal process of it because it's constantly learning. So why not just do this? Let's help people out. So anyway. Alpha GBC is a phospholipid metabolite found concentrated in neural cell membranes. Anyway, it kind of just improves brain function if you supplement it, but so it improves your membrane phospholipids, it keeps them healthier and whatnot there. And then you pair that with acetylcarnitine. This actually is a neurotransmitter inside of your brain, and that's a rabbit hole to go down for sure. But you put those two things together, your brain's going to function a little bit more and probably not get headaches. Some of these have also been shown to help people with ADHD, to help concentrate them a little bit more. I felt like, hey, I can focus on tasks a little bit more, but I'm also getting out of my headache and concussion and whatnot. So it seems to have helped in this week. Omega-3 fish oils and high DHA concentration. So this helps with inflammation. You can use these with anything that has anything related to inflammation and whatnot. Say if you have an injury or you have a concussion or you need to get your guts down a little bit more because that is a sign of inflammation, is a larger gut. But I don't know, maybe a bad example and whatnot. It helps to balance out all around general inflammation in your body. The lower that you get inflammation, the healthier that you get, and the more balanced your body is as far as like all your membranes are functioning and whatnot. There's a few fish oils that I've tried out. This is one that I've been taking every morning for 3 months, but it's not as high in the DHA concentration as this one, so I've been increasing that this one a little bit more. Creatine. You also want to take this ideally earlier in the day. Most of these you're not going to take after 4 p.m., by the way, but creatine, very important for brain function. Someone showed me a study that actually I forget if it was single-handedly involved in helping people's concussions, but it definitely helps to improve brain function and the health around that. It also helps out to make your muscles a little better function, although glutamine does something very similar. Glutamine focuses more on the gut. Creatine, as far as I know, focuses more on the head. Now, I don't traditionally supplement creatine because supposedly I can get enough of it from just eating meat, especially if I eat more than 2 pounds a day. And that's kind of where I'm at with my carnivore diet during the winter. I don't know. I haven't felt a difference because of how much meat I've eaten in the past 2 to 3 years as well, that this does anything too much differently for me. But obviously, since it's part of the protocol and helping me get out of the concussion, in addition to the rest that I'm getting, seems to be working. So you have all that. You want alpha GBC every morning, at least 1 gram. You got to check the labels on these things too, because they're going to be calculated in milligrams and not grams. So be sure to look yourself and read the labels and all this too. Double check on all that. Acetyl-L-carnitine. I'm going to mix that up with acetylcholine, and that's distinctly different, by the way. So part of my dumb speech for there. Anyway, you want this 1 gram at breakfast. The one I have right now, you only need 2 caps to get it, whereas alpha GBC you need 4. And by the way, you need at least 1 gram, so you can go like a little bit further, like beyond that. It doesn't really matter if you're getting more because you're fucking hurt. Your head's like knocking out everywhere, and like every noise is really sensitive to you and whatnot. You can't look at lights if you need to, and it's a pain. it can, concussions are like absolutely the worst. They can have a setback at any point in time, and you want to be really careful with it. Concussions are one of the few injuries, in addition to like low back, that I'm like, all right, let's take our time with this. So, and take as much as we need to. I've been lucky at this point that my symptoms have gone almost all away within a week, and I can actually do a video like this. So we're recovering very nicely. Also, I'm not taking goddamn Advil and ibuprofen. I'm taking this shit. So, and it's very simple. You don't want to take it after 4 p.m. Because you're going to be awake by that time, and that's generally a good benchmark. Like if you wake up earlier, like at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m., if you're a high riser like that, maybe you don't take it after 3 or 2 p.m. in the day. But generally speaking, if you wake up at where everyone else wakes up, 7, 8 a.m. in the morning or when the sun rises, you don't want to take it after 4 p.m. It's not going to translate the same way after that time compared to if you take it at breakfast and at lunch at your traditional times. By the way, I've been eating breakfast because this is going to help out with that, and that appears to have helped out with that too. But my breakfast is traditionally some kind of meat and eggs and a little bit of honey. That might be the only thing that screws me up, but I haven't eaten any carbs. That's the other thing I should take a note of, but that's kind of like a side thing. Usually this protocol works, or maybe it could work with any diet, although I recommend, again, talk to your damn doctor, but I recommend decreasing the carb count. It seems to cause a little bit extra inflammation that you don't need, even if the omega-3 fish oils seem to balance it out. If you take 9 to 12 grams and mix it in with every meal, just have, if you're doing pills, you can have a couple throughout the day, or have it 3 times a day. I don't know. When I was taking I didn't have pills. I had a liquid, and like every hour or two, I would take a teaspoon of it. I believe it was a teaspoon. Actually, no, it was half a tablespoon. So that seems to have worked, because you want to build up to 9 to 12 grams with this. And the supplement facts is that the omega-3s is 1,600 milligrams, which is 1.6 grams. So basically, if I do 6 servings of this at 1.6 grams, that's above 6 grams. That's like 8 to 9. So that barely gets it if you get 6 servings of these. You need a lot. It's gonna help out your inflammation. You're not gonna like get a heart attack from this unless your oxidized LDL is very high. Talk to your doctor. But I haven't had a heart attack from just an influx, and you're only doing it temporarily. Like you're not gonna have this for like months and months on end. The supplement protocol is designed to be supplementary. It's designed to be temporary. It's the same language. So creatine, one of the easier supplements to implement into the morning routine. If you happen to take a cup of coffee like I do, maybe you put it in. I don't. I've been finding I just scoop it separately. That seems to work for me, and it's worked out very well. I realize this part's gone on pretty long, so this is like the supplement version, and then I'll probably do another part in a little series like this where I do the specific training to then prevent the concussions going forward, because you're going to need direct neck training in addition to shoulder work and just general upper body integrity and ability. So I think splitting these up, now that I've ranted on maybe for longer than I should have, at least I'm back to making a damn video for once after my hard drive exploded. But I think splitting it up like this will be okay, and then I'll be in the gym for my direct neck training and work there to then prevent future concussions or prevent any concussions. It's not like your bell's going to be rung at some point, whether it's a severe concussion or just like a little headache. This is going to work out for any one of you hockey players or anyone in contact sports. This is very important to know. That's why I'm putting this shit out there, because I am sick of seeing just take Advil, just pop the painkiller pills and whatnot. Like, look, if we're actually to advance hockey and take care of people's mental health so that we don't get into the damn CTE route where people are just killing themselves over, and we're to actually care about that, and we don't get another Derek Bugard or other homeless NHLers on the street, or you get a Paul Kariya just because people are not caring enough about the concussions and the safety parameters there. We need to know what the actual protocols, as basic as this is. This is rudimentary basic shit. That's why I'm putting it out for free. This is like, this should be everywhere. This should be like the baseline, what you do for every single concussion that you have. Not Advil. Not none of that shit. That is garbage. We need to do better. And this is, I would hope we get this mainstream, because I'm pretty sure people could back me up on this, especially in the mental health hockey side of everything. That it's like, you know, we don't want like just more hockey players to just fall off the face of the map or fall out of the sport just because there's no caring and no advancing in the specific technologies or learnings that we're putting out there. Like that doesn't help grow the game. Like if we claim that this is going to be the greatest game in the world and that we don't want it to anywhere be like in the lowest popularity of the 4 or 5 major North American sports, which is where it's at right now. I mean, you can't really accurately measure that, but still, the popularity of it is much lower than a baseball, a basketball, a American football still. If we don't want that to be the case anymore, why don't we put out basic shit like this and actually grow the game and make sure our players are fucking safe and not hurting themselves, and like they have a solution to get out of so that they can get back to the game that is supposedly so great. We have to start somewhere with this. This needs to become mainstream. That's why I'm putting this out there for free. The full protocol is going to be in the description below. Again, talk to your damn doctor before going into this. I have to legally say that, but this is pretty safe to take. So anyway, yes, I'm also pissed off, and not just at the whole hockey community around concussions and whatnot, but like especially at my coaches from the last year of my junior hockey too, when I thought I couldn't get pissed off at them any more than that. There was no care whatsoever around like this head trauma that I had and an injury that I had, I should say, just so we don't conflate the two things. But still, like this is so basic. Why doesn't everyone have this or know about this? So I'm not going to be like those coaches, and I'm going to put this out there for free. Everyone in hockey and any contact sport deserves to see this. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll do another parter for this where I do specific neck training and ways to prevent concussions through your ability training. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks for watching again. Oh, and check out in the description. This way you'll be able to apply for standard school, a custom program system, and also direct one-on-one online coaching to work with me. All the information's in the description. If you're able to refer me clients, you can actually get a portion of the sale that you make. So message me at my email right here if you want to participate in the referral system where you're actually able to get money for just referring me to more one-on-one clients. All right, that outro was too long. We'll see you later.